Welcome to vlog number 2 from my 3-part vlog series covering my visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York from September. And we're at the point right now where I took a midday break. I got a veggie burger at Cooley's Irish Pub about a block and a half away from the National Baseball Hall of Fame. First of all, this was a really good veggie burger. I did put some hot sauce on it, but even though it didn't come with cheese, it was still a really great burger. It didn't need a lot of help, and sometimes veggie burgers can be really dry and you need to add a lot to them. I didn't need to do that with this one. It was also relatively affordable considering it is a vacation town. Now, I returned to the Baseball Hall of Fame still under my first admission. I saw this statue of the great Hank Aaron, who hit 755 home runs for his career. He was the all-time home run king until the early 2000s when he was surpassed by Barry Bonds of the San Francisco Giants. That, of course, very controversial. And then I headed back to where I had left off, and it was with an exhibit covering women in baseball, including Rachel Balkovec, who was the manager of the Tampa Tarpons, the single-A affiliate of the New York Yankees. I actually saw her manage a few games when I was living in Florida, and I was checking out baseball games fairly regularly. So that was cool, but also a lot of other coverage of women in baseball. Of course, there was a lot from what I would consider the golden age of Major League Baseball. We're talking about times when players like Ted Williams, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris were playing the game, Bob Feller for Cleveland. There were a lot of legendary names playing at this time. Of course, it's also when Jackie Robinson integrated the game, and I think it's a very romanticized period in Major League Baseball. And of course, it would be impossible to tell the story of baseball without talking about Hispanic players and their contributions to the game, from Roberto Clemente to Albert Pujols, from Pedro Martinez to David Ortiz. So many important Latin American, Mexican, Cuban, Dominican, and other players who had an impact on the game. Here are two historic items from Manny Ramirez. There's the helmet he wore when he hit his 500th home run in an away game against the Baltimore Orioles. I was actually at that game, one of the coolest moments of my baseball fandom. And the bat from Manny Ramirez was the one he used in the 2004 World Series when the Boston Red Sox snapped an 86-year World Series drought, and Manny Ramirez was named the 2004 World Series Most Valuable Player. Manny Ramirez is on his last year of eligibility for the National Baseball Hall of Fame, and it's an absolute travesty that he has not been voted into the Hall yet. So hopefully that will be rectified here this year, and he will get into the Hall of Fame as he deserves. This is a very cool item. Monet Davis, who was the girl pitcher who pitched in the Little League World Series for a team from Pennsylvania. This was the jersey she wore when she absolutely dominated in that tournament. And that's really cool for me specifically because I was doing sports radio in Pennsylvania at the time, and we were able to talk to her team's manager, and we were really covering that story for a long time. Since Ichiro Suzuki was the most prominent inductee into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 2025, and they knew a lot of his fans were going to be visiting Cooperstown because of his induction, they had a Japanese baseball exhibit that focused a lot on the cultural exchange between the United States and Japan when it came to baseball. So this was not just about Ichiro. This was not just about legends like Sadahara Oh, and of course, current players like Shohei Ohtani. They do cover a lot of that, but this was a really comprehensive exhibit, and it was really, really cool to see. This was a really cool display for Ichiro Suzuki, covering some memorabilia that he wore during some of the most important moments of his career. This was an amazing display highlighting two-way Major League Baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani. It covers the fact that he is the rare combination of a pitcher and a hitter doing both things at the absolute top level of the game. He is about to win his fourth Most Valuable Player award in the last 5 years, which is just super historic. And this was a very, very cool setup here. On a much more serious historic note, this was the home plate that was found at a Japanese internment camp south of Phoenix, Arizona. Just a reminder of some of the darker history involved with our relations with Japanese people, even when they were citizens of the United States. And we're going to wrap up vlog number 2 of 3 from my visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York, with an exhibit on the numbers and milestones of the game, from historic home run numbers to when Orioles legend Cal Ripken passed Lou Gehrig on the all-time consecutive games played list, to the 3,000 hit club and my childhood favorite player, Wade Boggs. This is the end of vlog number 2 of 3. I will be back tomorrow with the final vlog from the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.